Two buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming and my friends. We are back with a 20-sided shot. Myself, you got me, Big Johnny G. You got Oregon Alex sitting here by my side. You just missed Russian Rob. He had to take off. He's going to a concert tonight. Or to drop off spy information or assassinate some. I don't know what Rob does. Knowing the guys as we were kids, I couldn't tell you what he does. Kind of like my Chandler. All right, so the three of us, just finished playing Gunfights and Gamblin. And this game is going on Kickstarter, or it's just on Kickstarter right now, or it's just about to hit Kickstarter. This is by Mid-Level Meeple. Mid-Level Meeple. Never heard of them before. This might be their first game out. If not, sorry, I haven't heard of you. All right, so we just played a game. Now, the concept of this game is, let's knock around the table a little bit. The concept of this game is a 2 to 4 player game. We kind of really think 2 or 4, but you can do it the way we did it, where one person is going to play both characters on one side, because you got the renegades and the pioneers. Yep. And the renegades want to keep the town healthy and vibrant and making money. And the renegades, as Alfred said, some people just want to see the world burn. And that's what they want to do, is burn down your entire beautiful dry gulch town, or whatever you want to name it. I don't know.
That's right. They want to put it to the torch.
So we played that, and I decided I wanted to play the White Hats. I wanted to be the good guys, as they would call them in the old Duster movies. And from there, Rob decided he also wanted to try his hand at being a lawful good character, so to speak, leaving Alex, the sole player, for both of the renegades. So how did it feel playing the renegades? Because they go after the pioneers.
It was interesting. It was interesting because the mayor, Rob's character, was getting so much money every turn. I'm just like, I gotta gamble my money every turn to try.
We were keeping that bank up.
Yeah.
The mayor gets every turn. The mayor gets a certain amount of.
He gets 40, and then he gets 20 extra from the bank.
From the bank.
So he gets half again more for the bank being up. And taking down the bank, it's like, well, I need to destroy the bank. Not gonna happen. You're guarding it, like, for sure.
Almost every turn, I was making sure one of the two of us was in there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I'd do some things differently, like maybe go for some dynamite to make me have a chance. But it felt like the pioneers ramped up a lot faster than the renegades. The renegades, it would seem to be a little bit more of a struggle. Might also have been me gambling all my money away.
I definitely felt at the beginning of the game that it seemed. Now remember, this is a first impressions video. I want to just admit that right up front.
Yeah.
This isn't like we played a half dozen games or more, so we know all the nuances of everything. This is first impression. How are you going to feel? How do we believe you were going to feel based on how we felt after just cracking the game open, putting it down on the table for the very first time? So saying that up front, the first couple of rounds, I was really beginning to feel that the way the game was playing through, it was kind of tilted in favor of the renegades.
Right, because, I mean, I was burning down a building every turn. Like, I mean, there's what, 5 buildings for you to protect, and you have 2 characters to protect the 5 buildings. So,
twice around we get 3 characters, so to speak, because of the wagon.
Well, the wagon keeps you from burning.
We won't have to rebuild it, but you're still going to get the
I'm
partial.
still going to get the point for burning it down. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I have a 3... Well, it's not quite a 3 in 5 chance, but there's 3 buildings that are going to be unprotected. So, it's pretty easy for the renegades to...
Or possibly 4, because both of the pioneers can be in the same location.
That's true.
That could come in handy with a shootout.
Right. So, I mean, it seems pretty pretty regular that the renegades are going to be burning down the building.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually got to burn down on a turn. I only burned down one.
Yeah.
But I was consistent and burned down one every turn, so it definitely feels like the renegades are winning.
Yeah, we would definitely have a good. What you get to do is you get to. So if the store burns down and you flip it to the burn down side, it says on the bottom 20 cents to rebuild. So yeah, every turn we were having to spend whatever the amount for the particular building is, 15, 20, 25 cents to rebuild them, so we can keep getting the effects, the bonuses from either being able to buy things or the church. During a gunfight, if the church is not burned down, the pioneers are going to get to shoot first.
Yeah.
So almost every turn, not quite every turn, but almost every turn, I was making sure that there was someone there protecting that, especially the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, because that was big. I mean, that's very big, getting to shoot first. I mean, the pioneers also have an easier time hitting.
Yes, they do. They're better shots for some reason.
Yeah, they get they hit on 2 points higher, I think, consistently on all these cards. So they have an easier time actually winning gunfights.
Mm-hmm. But you have the option of buying ammo, like
I can get ammo for free,
or you could steal it.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to steal stuff. It took me a while to finally steal a Colt, and that was big because I think upgrading the weapons. The Colt goes from the starting shotgun,
the stagecoach
is a 17 or higher to hit for the Renegades, which is not going to happen a whole lot.
For the Colt, it's 14 or higher.
Right, and then but once you get the Colt, it's only 25 to upgrade to the Winchester, which hits on an 11 plus
9 for the Pioneers.
Yeah, so I mean, upgrading the weapons was important. I think if the next time we play it, I would try the dynamite early on because it's only 20. And, I mean, you have a 50-50 chance of blowing yourself up. But early on, I think it's a good way to... It's a good way to potentially get ahead early, right? I mean, it's a way to win those fights early because you're not going to do it with the stagecoach shotgun.
No.
It's not going to happen with the Renegades.
No, it's a joke.
Yeah.
And as we found out, it took us a couple of rounds, literally a couple of rounds in the chamber.
Yeah.
Let me mention that for a moment here. So the Renegade players get to keep track of the round movement. And what happens is we have these different colored bullets.
Right.
And at the end of each round, depending on how the round is scored, who wins the scoring round will depend on what color bullet is put in the chamber.
Yep.
And that's how the Renegade can keep track easily of his score and the base score even for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and it also it's a turn tracker too, because there's 6 rounds of the game and 6 rounds in the chamber. So
6 rounds in the chamber.
Yeah.
Thematically, this is fun as heck, and I think mechanically it works really well too.
Yeah, I agree. I love the
Oh, we're going to be getting to that. Yeah,
the
we're
revolver,
tell you what that is.
and I love this. There's some great themed components, and I don't know if we mentioned this already, but this is also a review copy.
Sorry, we should have mentioned that up front.
Not the final copy. These are not the production.
No,
copies,
they just shot this off real quick to send out to reviewers like us. So this is not things are off center. You'll see in the close up shots I'm going to put in. You'll see that some of the things are off-center, and you're not looking at what you're going to be kickstarting. You're not looking at what you're going to be buying. This is just giving us the ability to play the game so we can tell you what we think, how it runs, and if it's worth it.
Yeah, and I mean, that goes for all the components, and I think this is super cool. And, this isn't the production copy of this either, so, I'm super excited.
The shot glass. The shot glass. We'll get to that in a moment. So yes, so speaking of rounds, it's great. Thematically, it's great. Mechanically, it's great. It's more than just a little piece of eye candy on the table.
Yeah, it's functional.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, spoiler alert: I give a big thumbs up right here for the way you guys pulled this off. It's really, really cool. Honestly, I don't know if it would be a Kickstarter goal or not, but I think if it would be possible even to maybe even have these holes.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like they're doing in Big Trouble in Little China, the board game,
Right.
or Role Player, the board game, where you have the notches so you can put the cubes in. Why not notch this so you can get a little plastic nut? You don't even need a whole plastic bullet. You just need the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would fit in. And if that could be a Kickstarter, a stretch goal, or something, that would ramp up the whole thematic coolness to the nth degree.
Yeah, I agree. That would be amazing.
Now, yeah, we'll get into this because this has to do with the Pioneer round.
And
Well, I mean,
it
can go with the gambling, and the head honcho can gamble as well.
Right.
There's one guy on each team, the mayor or the head honcho, that's able to gamble. So he's looking to burn the town down. Me and Rob, we were looking to keep things up and going, and one of the ways we can do that is Rob, just like the head honcho, they mirror each other, the two characters, very much.
Yeah.
The two of them are able to buy things from town as long as the building isn't burnt, the Pioneer can buy.
Right. The renegades can buy regardless of the state of the town because they're going to another town if they need to buy. They're also just stealing. I mean, when you're stealing the gun, you don't really care where you're getting it from.
Those mutts.
Yeah.
But also the mayor and the head honcho can go gambling.
Yeah.
Big Betty?
Blind
Betty. Sorry, Blind Betty. And this is a very interesting way to do it without using cards. Most Western games incorporate a deck of cards somehow into it because thematically it's so connected with the old Duster films.
Right.
I've never been a fan of poker. I've never been a fan of it. I'm sure if you put the poker mechanics into a fantasy card game, I'd be all over it. Just like I'm not a big fan of Rummy, but I really love playing Conspiracy or Bigfoot versus Yeti.
Right.
So I could probably get around it for that. So therefore, it's just something psychological, some crutch or something I can't get over. But anyway, this doesn't do that. This incorporates it in a very, very unique way, kind of like the over-under card game.
Right. Yes.
But just using dice, just using 20-sided dice, which is why I decided to wear this shirt. And you got two of them.
Right.
And when you go to bet, you can either make a low bet or a high bet.
So you decide, you roll the dice first. So you roll one face up, the other one you roll...
That's an 18. This one you don't know.
You don't
know. Could be a 1, could be a 20. You don't know.
And so at this point, you can decide to pay $5 and buy a beer and re-roll your die. Or...
You don't want to re-roll an 18.
Yeah. Or after you're done re-rolling or not re-rolling, you decide whether you're going to go with a low-risk bet or a high-risk bet. And if it's a low-risk bet, you need 22 or better. And it's 1-to-1 odds. You get 1-to-1 payout.
Yes.
High risk is 3-to-1 payout, but you need a 28 or higher. So, I mean, that's...
You got a 50-50 chance right here of making that.
Right.
So I'd say high bet.
Yeah, I'm with you.
11. Got it. 29. So I would have got my bet back and then won 3 times its amount.
And I will tell you that I lost a lot of these.
You did.
Lost.
Rob did pretty good.
Rob did pretty good. He won the one time that he did it.
You came out even once. So.
I came out even once, which was foolish of me to spend that much money to re-roll the die. And I did actually win a high bet once, which was huge and is
that's when you figured you the last 2 Winchesters and gave them out to your guy. Yeah.
I mean, that was huge. That allowed me to be competitive, basically. I was not going to do well in gunfights up to that point.
No, you were not.
So, and that took me a few rounds. I think that was round 3 or 4 that I finally got that.
Yeah, that's when I got really mad at you.
But it was funny because we did get in those gunfights, and those gunfights were fun. And
yes, they were.
I won one of the 3 gunfights.
Each character only has 3 health.
Yeah.
And the flip side of the token, Xing it out, or however the final is going to be. And the dynamite does 3 damage.
Yeah.
So 1 dynamite could potentially literally take out one of the guys for that round. Because you're always going to be rehiring a new sheriff or electing a new mayor.
Yep. Yeah, it's you got a town full of people, and the renegades have their whole posse, so,
Yep.
kill off the head honcho. There's a new head honcho.
So, and every time you do shoot, you got to take one of the tokens, one of the ammo tokens, you get rid of it.
Yep.
So you can only shoot so many times in a round.
Right.
And we both missed killing each other at times. Of course,
If
we had one more bullet, you'd be dead. You'd be pushing up daisies there. But nope. And that's after that round, we started buying like 5, 6.
Oh yeah,
bullets
we
at a
just
time.
started
Or ammos. These aren't individual bullets. These just count as ammunition for one round of combat.
Right. In each round of combat, you get 2 shots. So ammo buys you 2 shots. So yeah, it was funny. Some fights ended quick because it was 2 hits. Oh, look at that! 2 more hits, and that's it. And other rounds, we went 3, 4 rounds and just got nothing.
And the consumables, the things you can buy in town and use, definitely come in handy. The tobacco, and yes, this isn't kid friendly. We totally understand that, but when you think about it, you put it in perspective. This is dealing with the 1800s America, the Old West. This is correct. Tobacco to be used as a product, whiskey, beer. I mean, yes, it's not friendly for kids. You don't want kids playing a game where in the game you. If you use tobacco, the first time you roll both misses,
you get a hit.
One of them's a hit.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I understand that, but I give it a pass because I also understand that it's thematically correct. And to me, I'm sorry, to me that's more important. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
The way you can use these, and like as you pointed out, you can buy the beer on the spot.
Yep.
To get the re-roll in for Blind Betty when you're gambling.
Yeah.
So that's also very cool that you can just do. As long as you have 5 cents, there you go. I'm taking a reroll.
Yeah, and that was another funny thing I thought coming into it is it's like dollars, right? Nope, cents.
Yeah, plug nickels.
Yep.
The components. We can't really talk about the components since this.
It is a review copy, so these are non-final.
But the non-final for the shotgun shell shaped shot glass
is great.
Beautiful. I can't wait to see what an improvement is going to be on this.
Yeah.
Because with the exception of the paint being just a little bit better, not rubbing off, if this came,
I would be happy
in the final end of the box, I wouldn't even realize that it could be made better.
Yeah.
That's how happy I am with this.
Yeah. I mean, I really like this too.
I mean, that is the final product, but yeah, that's great for the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I was saying, hopefully maybe some sort of Kickstarter stretch goal or something to make this just a little bit more visually cool. Just our
give you a feeling.
Yeah, just planting seeds, see if anything grows. That's all. It's springtime. Let's plant seeds. All right. So overall, Gunfights and Gambling. I definitely think this is a fun game to play. I think this is an easy game to teach. It plays within an hour. First game or so, it may take you a little bit longer when you get used to it. But once you and one other person knows how to play this game, you can easily bang it out in an hour.
Yeah,
I
think we were around an hour today, weren't we?
With the 3 of us, yeah.
Yeah, with the 3 of us
bungling our way through the rules.
So I think once you've played this a few times, you can definitely get the playtime down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, towards the end, we were getting through the rounds in 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think conceivably, if you've played this game a number of times, you could probably shave that time in half.
I mean, I like the aspect. I like the aspect of hiding.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get the drop on the renegades, and these cards all have the same back, and there's 2 of the same location, one for each. The one for the mayor, one for the sheriff, and the sheriff gets to decide where the 2 of them are hiding. So he just takes the matching cards, places them face down so the renegade doesn't know what they are. And then when the renegade's turn comes around and he says, "Oh, I'm going to send my head honcho's going to the church, and my thief is going to be heading to the store." Then the players reveal where they are, the pioneers, And it's like, uh-oh, we're there, we're not there, two of us are in one place, however it works out. That I like that kind of hidden, not really movement, hidden placement, that temporary hidden placement aspect works kind of well.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I mean, it's fun to be able to hide and be like, get ambushed or do the ambushing.
Well, I mean, I said kind of well, and I feel bad the way I phrased it like that. Not that I think it can be done any bit better. I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
As far as a turn by turn, how's the fight going to start? If there's a fight going to start, are you in the right place? I'm not really used to that. So I want to say, I didn't really mean kind of. That just came out as a very easy word to say. I do like the whole hiding and attacking system.
Yeah, it's cool. And it's not something I've seen done a lot.
No. Hidden movement, yes.
Yeah, but the whole hiding and attacking and not really knowing where people are, yeah, I mean it's cool.
Ambushing as the normal regular round goes. Not something you can or cannot do during a game. Like maybe there's an ambush rule. This is just the way it plays out from turn to turn.
Yeah,
and that was really fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we got you like that a couple of times, and you caught us with our pants down a couple of times.
Yep.
So it worked out well. We thought the balance was well. So overall, I really enjoyed this game. I can't wait to get it with a 4-player, see if that feels any different, if it works any different for the time or the difficulty. But for a 3-player, it worked surprisingly well.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting with 4 players to see how people feel about playing the different roles. And that's the one thing that I didn't experience since I played basically the 1-player version.
True.
Is I got to experience both of the renegade roles. And the pioneers, one of them is doing all the buying, and the other's deciding where you're defending. So, I mean, I think it's cool to break it up that way. It's very interesting. So it'd be interesting.
Yes, you can't trade money back and forth, but you can trade goods.
Yeah, right. And with the renegades, both of them can get goods because one's stealing, and the other can buy them. So I think it would be interesting to try the sheriff. Which is what you played this time.
Yeah.
See how the game plays a little different.
Yeah, I think it has a fair enough amount of replayability. Maybe not off the scale, but because there are limited choices. But the mix-up that you're going to get to be able to play potentially 4 different characters that are operating on different rules, each of them is very interesting enough to make you replay it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it plays quick enough and fast enough that you can bring this around as a filler game.
Yeah, for sure.
So I definitely say that this game is 100% backable. I definitely think this is a very backable game.
I think so too. It's a good one.
Yeah, my prediction is I think these guys are going to make it.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, anything else you want to add?
No, I think we pretty well covered it all.
All right. So remember, this is not the final product. Everything you're looking at, things I'm going to be taking better pictures of and throwing up here or wherever the heck I'm going to be putting them. That's not the final product. So don't worry yourself about that. When we do get a final product, because I do believe this is going to make it on Kickstarter, when we get a final product, we are going to be so happy to show that off to everyone.
Yes, I'm excited about the final product. I mean, the game already has great feelies, so that alone is
very
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Don't forget to like us. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're sort of on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sharing the videos, commenting. Thank you so much. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. With me is Alex. And for 2 Young Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, as you may have surmised, we are